Boring. It's my job to mark out all of the sockets to make sure everything that needs to get plugged in can get plugged in. These are the irritating little things that nobody likes to take responsibility for, but if you just take 5 or 10 minutes to think about it now, you'll be so pleased that you did on the back end. And people don't have to run extension leads all over the place. Now the thinking is, with this being a shop, where would the waiting area likely be? Chances are it's going to be in the immediate entrance to the property. And this may sound strange, but properties themselves tend to tell you a story and tend to lend themselves to the natural layout that would make more sense. When fucking hell, the plasterboard's gonna fucking snap. When planning a space, layouts and sockets, it makes sense to think about all the things that you're gonna have in that space and naturally where they might ordinarily sit. So in here we know we're looking for a waiting area, a cutting area, there's gonna be a fridge, a television, somewhere to hang your coats, and then storage. Everybody forgets storage. So with the layout that we're presented with over here, it would make perfect sense to make this a media wall and somewhere for the television to hang. It makes sense to have the waiting area along here, that way they can see the television, be comfortable and occupied whilst waiting, and they've got easy access to nip outside and nip over to the shops over the road if they want to grab a snack. Okay, I kind of feel like it's bright, man, you know? Bright. Better. 25% brightness is definitely better. And this is what I mean about a property telling you the story as to what the layout should be. Now, we already know that we want a large screen television. Bang, bingo, boom. Because naturally, why would you want seating on the other side of the stairwell? I know we're going to be putting noise insulation in there, and we're going to be doing noise deadening and things like that, but naturally, separate the people from this. Let's put the television on that wall. And don't worry, we won't be disturbing the flat upstairs because we've got noise insulation going in, as well as we'll have a surround sound system that'll take the volume and the bass away from the flat upstairs. So that's the TV on the wall there, and then naturally this small return here, it will make sense to allow the refrigerator with a complimentary drink to just nestle itself out of the walkway. So why not put the refrigerator there, which means we need a plug socket down there, as well as one up there for the television, and then we can put some nice coat hooks here just behind the entrance door. Then that brings us to the waiting area. We can do inbuilt seating or we can do freestanding, but either way, you know what people are like with these things now. They're constantly needing to plug these things in. As much as they're mobiles, I'm convinced they're practically landlines. So we're going to need a socket down there so they can plug these things in and keep them charged. As well as we can have a really nice feature lamp or lighting to make it a real cozy, warm and inviting space that is relaxing to be in whilst waiting to be served. So that's the waiting area. Television, refrigerator, lamp and phone chargers. Now to the shop floor. So another example of where the property is telling us exactly what layout it should have. We're going to have access to the all-important storage from this side here. We'll put the door on this side so that it doesn't obstruct anything in the shop or the waiting area. Because if the door had been on that side, you'd have had to have a lot smaller television and maybe not even had enough room for the refrigerator. So another one of the jobs, we've got the electrics down here at the moment. I don't know whether you can see those just down here behind that ladder. Now we're going to be getting those moved underneath the stairs, therefore making this wall here available to incorporate back into the shop. So that's those electrics there that'll get moved under there. What about a coffee machine? So the reason why I'm measuring the ceiling height, we need to know whether we can get the heating and cooling system piped up and tucked out of the way, because the air conditioning needs a certain amount of fall in order to be able to take the liquids away. And as per usual, there's always a challenge. So looking at the head height, it's going to be a bit difficult to get the fall that we need to get this air conditioner out. Time to spray some stuff. First, we're going to mark where the lights need to be, and it's got to be on this side because it's absolutely pointless putting the lights behind the door. And that's a socket there for the fridge. Got to have them nice chilled beverages. Beverage. Now for the TV. What's half of 230? 165? My maths is shocking. It's 115. It's going to be the longest video ever. Another one is lights. Do you want spotlights, strip lights, single drop lights? How wide's the door? If the door's opening that way, makes perfect sense for the light switch to go there. Light switch there. And it's things like that, a window bay. That is just dead space. So why not incorporate it? Why not use it? We can build something into there. I'll come back to you on that one. Keep your eyes peeled. Big decisions, big decisions, big decisions. But they're not really that big. So what do I want? A light switch can come. Let's take some measurements so we can get back to the office. The quickest and easiest way to come up with a plan for this shop, besides just winging it, will be to take the measurements, get back to the office and come up with a computer design and model of what the shop can look like.